mga balita. Saan ka? Kahit saan usap tayo. Hindi lang chika, kilos para sa bayan. Tapat at totoo para sa Pilipino. Sabay nating sabihin, katotohanan ay laging bida. Ate Melvio, unang hakbang tungo sa pagbabago. Kasama ka sa vlog ko. Unang hakbang tungo sa pagbabago. Politika, hindi usapan. Ito ay pagkilos, diretso at walang takot para sa bayan natin.
Cameraman, okay na?
Ano po yung final natin ngayon sa Ombudsman?
We filed cases for
Ma'am JM.
organization, violation of RA 3019, the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act, and also plunder against Executive Secretary Ralph Recto and former PhilHealth President Ledesma. Bakit po? Ano po yung dahilan po ng pagpa-file po na ito? Because they were responsible. Ma'am, sorry, okay lang po ba ma'am Tagalog? Kasi umasa po ang audience namin. Pasensya po, pasensya po. One more time ma'am, sige po. Sige po.
Well, actually, tungkol po ito sa 16 ito na transfer from national prison ginamit sa ibang bank. So, illegal po yung pag-transfer. Kaya, so, malversation, plunder,
Pero po, nag-rule na po dito yung Korte Suprema.
mayroon na po. In fact, yung ruling ng Korte Suprema kung natin, unanimous po ito eh. Unanimous po ito sa Supreme Court. Ang illegal transfer warrant, magkano po ito
So bakit silang dalawa lang? Kasi po ang gumawa po ng batas na ito ay mga kongresista at mga senador.
wala po ako natatanda ang batas. Yung maliwanag na batas, yung bawal transfer sa ibang po. So I don't know kung yun ang batas ang sinasabi.
Sir, sa GAA po kasi yun po yung naging provision na yun po yung kinontest po sa Korte Suprema. Kaya po naging illegal yung naging transfer. Di ba ma'am?
Yes. The reason na sila dalawa is it's because si Executive Secretary Recto, siya ang nag-issue ng memorandum circular to hack into the reserve fund, which was supposed to be in the nature of a trust fund for purposes of answering the PhilHealth claims of patients, was transferred and then nilagay doon sa treasury to answer for those unprogrammed appropriations. And then si Ledesma was then the
President and CEO of PhilHealth.
Sir, reaction na lang po ito sa Supreme Court said na walang criminal liabilities then Finance Secretary
Wala po ako. Natatandaan na sinabi ng Suprema na walang criminal liability. Very clear po yung batas natin.
Sir, nasa decision po ng Korte Suprema po.
technical violation. Maliwanag po na may violation. So that is the basis of our
Sa akin din lang, yung decision ng Supreme Court was based on the case or the petition filed to have the transfer of the PhilHealth funds declared. So since that was not a criminal case, and in fact it is only the National Prosecution Service or the Office of the Ombudsman who can find or actually declare whether or not a person has there's probable cause to hold a person liable for a crime. Let's leave it to these offices to determine if there is a problem.
And if I may add, no, ladies and gentlemen, yung desisyon kasi ng Korte Suprema, yun, it became the premise of our case. Kasi yung desisyon ng Korte Suprema is just the constitutionality of the transfer. Walang nakaakibat na criminal case or liability, no? At ang pinunto ni Ma'am kanina, ano lang yun part lang yun ng mga concurring at mga dissenting opinions. When in fact, it was a unanimous vote na it was unconstitutional. So kaya nga, nandito kami sa Ombudsman para maghain ng mga reklamo na yan. If I may include, meron ding grave misconduct, no? Na hindi na-mention ni Attorney Irene, para ma-determine ng Ombudsman ang criminal liability ng dalawang and administrative liability, no, ng formerly or now DOS at yung PhilHealth President.
Sir, when you file po kasi blunder, para po mapatunayan po yan sa korte, kailangan po may main blunderer. Isa po yan sa hinanap po ng Korte Suprema po noon. Dito po sa kaso po ito, sino po ang main blunderer at bakit po?
May plunder.
Actually, ang plunder component dyan, by virtue of his position, si DOF Secretary Recto. Kasi siya yung nag-implement, kung sinasabi mo kanina, na Special Provision Number 1, specifically paragraph E at yun, o paragraph D, kung saan lilikumin yung mga reserve funds ng mga GOCCs. Base doon, kaya sabi niya, inutusan daw siya ng legislators, no? Kaya nag-implement siya ngayon ng circular. At kahit labag sa batas ng PhilHealth Charter at ng Universal Health Law, the mere circular ay yun ang nag-violate kasi specific yung PhilHealth Charter. Ang reserve funds is for the expansion of benefits of the members or the reduction of the contributions of the members. Yung Universal Healthcare Act, ganun din. Dapat ang reserve funds ay idideposito mo sa mga interest-bearing government bonds or corporate bonds. Hindi i-align doon sa program funds. Kasi nga, the tenet of the law, the spirit of the law is universal coverage. Meaning, lahat tayo should be covered by PhilHealth. Paano ngayon yan? Instead na maghahanap sila ng pondo para tustusan ang 178 billion na kailangan para makover lahat ng mga Pilipino, kinunan pa nila ng 60 billion. Tapos supposedly 89.9 billion 60 lang yung na-transfer. Di ba? And they did that to PDIC as well.
For the record po, paki-state lang po ng mga pangalan natin. Sir, you are?
I'm Elmer Hogalbot. I'm from
Yes, sir.
Kuyang Ibi, sa vloggers pa, hindi pa tapos.
I'm Attorney
Ibi.
Caballas, also from Cebu.
Thank you po.
Vlogger side.
Susan PR and Women's Center.
Wala na. Okay na. More on legality.
Hindi mo ba kayo nababahala na babasura lamang itong sinampanan ng petition na ito?
It's going to be a litmus test, no? Sa mga pronouncement ni Ombudsman Remulla, sinasabi niya, it's going to be very, very fair. Whether it's Marcos ally, administration ally, opposition, wala siyang sasantuhin. Sinabi niya yan. So this is going to be a litmus test on that commitment as pronounced by Ombudsman Boyeng Remulla. And we are hopeful na magiging impartial si Ombudsman Boying. I know that he will commit to...
Saan pa natin ipapile?
Yes.
So besides, where else are we supposed to find it? This is an institution that addresses the grievances done by public officials. So
Kasalukuyan naka-MR ang gobyerno tungkol sa unanimous decision ng Korte Suprema sa pagbabalik ng 60 billion peso na pondong kinuha nila sa PhilHealth na ibalik muli ito sa PhilHealth. Ano sa tingin niyo, bakit hindi magawang maibalik pa agad? Nasaan ang pondo?
Wala na eh. Ninakaw na eh. It has commingled kasi nasa unprogrammed appropriation. Naglabas na ng statement, ginamit daw for the COVID hazard pay. No? At iba sabi. Kaya nga nandito tayo so that the Ombudsman will now conduct their own preliminary investigation to determine saan naman napunta yung 60 billion na yun. Yun ang ating one of our reasons na nag-file tayo para malaman natin sinong nakinabang sa 60 billion. Kasi hindi ang nakinabang doon, hindi ang mga PhilHealth members. So dapat managot.
and they know that the 60 billion is not there ready on demand. Diba? Kasi they've had to put up a budget to recover what the Supreme Court...
Tayo rin ang magbabayad eh.
Tayo ang magbabayad.
Pero naka-MR, go back to the MR, ang MR is just ministerial on the part of the executive. But if you look at the ruling, that's unanimous. And very seldom na yung NBank Supreme Court will reverse its ruling itself. No? So, unanimously also. So, ano na yun? Parang ano na lang yun? Saving face. No? That's why,
If the 60 billion is no longer there available on demand under yung conversation dapat sana mababalik agad what you call it any allegation of malversation. But the mere fact that they have had to make provisions for that under the new budget for 2026, meaning wala na talaga yung 60 billion.
The reason they could, yes, I think it's going to be double whammy. It's going to be double whammy because if it will come out, it will take it in the 2026 budget. They get it. Pero other one, obviously from other taxes. Parang, it's not nice to say, parang nawala tayo. The reason they concluded bicameral conference, inagtasan ko yung DPWH budget. Ang sinabi, yung kanilang budget, mapupunta sa final, I think around 20 billion. Hindi pa ba sapat yun para sa atin at kailangan natin magsampan ng revenue?
ang sabi ng mga health workers, they had a statement. PhilHealth needs 178 billion a year to implement real universal healthcare. Meaning, PhilHealth needs 178 billion a year para cover lahat tayo, kahit yung hindi nagko-contribute. Diba? So, ang kanilang sinasabi is 113 billion. Saan ba yun? Yung component ng 60 billion na inorderan ng Supreme Court? Kung ba rin kukunin yun? Kasi, kinuha yung 60. Dapat ibalik yung 60. So, 113 minus 60, ang nadagdag lang is practically 70. Okay. Now, halos or more than double yung MAIF, which is also the same. MAIF stands for medical assistance for indigent patients and incapacitated patients. Eh bakit dumiretso doon sa mga kongresista sa MAIF? Eh dumiretso doon sa
Hindi naman sila
hindi naman sila female. Hindi naman sila medical expert.
Maririnig natin mula sa palasyo na yung Supreme, isang hakbang na naman ng destabilization. What's your take?
Destabilization? Sinasabi?
Kung maririnig, since it's been the pattern, na kapag ang tao ay lumalaban para sa kanilang karapatan, ang sinasabi ng palasyo, ito ay isang destabilization. What's your take on that?
Well, if requiring accountability from interim officials is destabilization, then this is destabilization. The biggest destabilizer of this government is the government itself. Nag-ruling na yung Supreme Court. What could be more destabilizing than the executive department violating the constitutional provisions of so many laws. Tatlo, if I'm not mistaken, the Universal Health Law, the PhilHealth Charter, di ba? And the Constitution itself, the most sacred document that binds us all together as Filipinos.
What would be more destabilizing than destroying and weakening
Kaya
your
naman,
system, economic sayangin sa marketplace, kasi saan sila hahanap ng pondo, mangungutang na naman for the 2026. What would be more destabilizing than that? What is Save the Philippines Coalition?
Save the Philippines Coalition is a broad alliance of several organizations. In fact, we are represented here by multi-sectoral group. Attorney Jimmy comes from Labor. Joey Jesse represents the transport sector. Miss Chuchi here represents the women. Miss Jai represents the OFWs. Tapos yung ating Muslim brothers sa Barnes, Nato Muslimis Sitsuan, is also representing the Muslim community. Attorney Eileen is also representing, but again, ako, I am representing the entirety of the Filipino nation. It's not about sector of zero. Kasi even ombudsman mismo, member yan. Diba? Yung security guard, Philip member yan dapat sa university. I hope he steps down. And within the last few years of his presidency, because the rot within the system is unbearable. Hindi na pwedeng ayusin sa tingin ko. And we can only do about real change pagka pinalitan na o step down. I call for President Bongbong Marcos be a bigger person. Step down, accept the fact that you have failed this nation so that we, our Philippine nation, can move on to restore whatever that was na malahura during the 3+ years.
Thank you guys. Nandikot kami ngayon sa ombudsman.
Why ombudsman will act on our complaint? Very clear naman yun. So, we can no longer prove illegality so far as the transfer of funds.
Kasi may decision na
May
nga
decision ng Congressman. Ito si decision ng Supreme Court, unanimous.
Magkano po yung amount na itininance po dito?
60 billion.
60 billion.
In fact, pinasasauli na nga. Diba? Pero kukunin sa national appropriation for 2 billion seats. Ang problema rito, where is the money? Nasaan na yung 60 billion? Wala.
Walang ginawang aksyon doon dito sa paglalabas, pag-approve ng 2026 budget. Okay. Anong pangalan po?
Attorney Jaime Mermones, representing labor sector.
Ano po yung prayer po ninyo?
Well, of course, that the respondents, Secretary Victor and Leonard, criminally liable. Of course, may and then, dapat sa ulit nila yung pera kung nandiyan pa.